What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Albuquerque Vipers franchise on Madden 07. We got back to our winning ways last week as we overcame the New York Jets 37-34 in Albuquerque, and now we get to host the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football. This is our second meeting with the Seahawks this season. We dominated them 31-10 a couple of weeks ago, and they're hoping to have a little bit of a better game today. They're hoping that they come out on top, as they definitely need some wins to get into the postseason, as they currently sit at 6-5. Over 800 yards rushing for Clinton Portis, and then Nate Burleson, their leading receiver in every category, 800 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns for him, almost 15 yards per reception. The Seahawks offensive line is still pretty banged up, as we saw last time around when we played the Seahawks, but their defense is definitely pretty solid. Tapp leads the team in sacks along with Gray. They each have 9. 6 sacks for Julian Peterson. He also has a couple of interceptions. Peterson and Newman, former Albuquerque Viper right there, each have 3 interceptions. That is tied for the lead on the team. Just looking at it here, the Seahawks, they're definitely a pretty good team. They missed out on the playoffs a season ago, just barely. I think they were 9-7 or 8-8. They're hoping to kind of have a bounce back season, as they've been one of the more dominant teams throughout this series so far, especially early on. The Matt Leinart era hasn't really gone as planned for Seattle thus far, but he's hoping to be able to turn this Seahawks team more or less around and get back to their winning ways in the postseason. Albuquerque wins the coin toss, and they choose to start off with the football. Phillips on 1st and 10. He's got some toe drag swag, and that's going to pick up a quick first down. Now out of the I formation, it's Cadillac running to the right side here. He's going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards, and he stays on the ground now, slowly limping off of the field. That is not good news for Albuquerque. On 2nd down, we look to throw the football here. Cross has all day in the pocket to throw. That time starts to run out, though. He does a little bit of a 360 and gets the ball out to Jamarcus Ward, who's held to just a single yard. An early 3rd down now for Albuquerque. Cross has got time once again to throw. He's under a little bit of pressure. Throws off his back foot for Larry Fitzgerald, who gets out to the 50-yard line there. A spectacular play from Albuquerque. Great job by Orlando Cross, avoiding the pressure and getting the pass out to his number 1 receiver. Frank Gore in the game. He only picks up 1 yard there. We also get an update on Cadillac Williams. It is not too serious of an injury, and he will be back later in the game. But for now, Kirk Figgins is going to be getting a carry, and he picks up 2 yards there. Now on 3rd and 7, Cross looks to set up the screen for Charles Phillips, who gets taken down for a loss there. Tried to get the screen out to him. He can get an open space, with that 96 speed of his. It can be very dangerous, but, he's got to just get an open space in the first place. A great start on defense here, as they can't even get the handoff going. Daryl Fannin gets into the backfield, and just like last time we played the Seahawks, their punter is on the offensive line, this time at right tackle. Once again, not sure what they're doing, but I guess it's working out for him, since he's continuing to get starts at that position. Seattle faces a 3rd and 8 on this next play. Leinart's got time in the pocket, but that time expires as he pump fakes, and then Daryl Fannin gets to him again. Albuquerque back on offense with some solid field position here, but now Cross is going to be sacked, and now he stays on the ground grabbing at his right arm. He's only suffered 1 minor injury in the season so far. Hopefully this is similar. Cadillac Williams is back into the game from his minor injury, though, and he picks up a couple yards there. 3rd and long, Lott's just going to air this out for Fitzgerald, who makes the reception and gets tripped up inside of the 25-yard line. Doug Combs, the man who made that tackle, a little bit shaken up after making that big play there. But just a great job by Fernando Lott. He was just going to go for the number 1 receiver and hope that he was open, which is exactly what happened on that play. So he got a big chunk of yardage on 3rd down. 2nd down, we're going to run the football with Williams, and he goes nowhere. 3rd and 6, and Orlando Cross back into the game, so that is some good news for Albuquerque. He's rolling to Hazel right now, trying to direct some traffic, but he's going to eat another sack. Luckily, he is able to get up from this one. 4th and 12, and we're going to bring out John Hall for a 44-yard field goal attempt. Has yet to miss on the season, and he's going to nail that one there. That will take us to the end of the first quarter. Pretty quick first quarter. We had two complete drives, and then they had their one drive. And they're going to start off the second quarter with the football. He fumbles the football, that being Glenn Hughes, who made the catch on the play. Randall Slaughter's going to bring it all the way inside of the 10-yard line. But I'm not quite sure if it was a fumble there. Seattle's not sure either. And they will be challenging the play. And looking at it here, John Johnson bringing him down. And clearly he had his knee down before the ball popped out. And Seattle will maintain possession. So a fresh set of downs for the Seahawks. Here's Clinton Portis right up the middle. Made a man miss. And picks up about 5 or so yards on the play. Second down, now they're going to run it with Portis again to the left side. He gets some nice blocking across midfield, makes John Kelly miss, and gets brought down at the 40-yard line there. A big run for the former Washington running back. We also get an update on an injured Seattle defender, and it's actually pretty serious. He's going to be missing the next 9 weeks of game, which will be the rest of the regular season and even into the postseason a little bit if Seattle can make it there. Clinton Portis isn't going anywhere on that next run. That's going to make this 3rd down and 14. Leinart firing to the left side, looking for Glenn Hughes, but Randall Slaughter's there to break up that pass. And Roger Wicks, who put a hit on Leinart there, is slow to get up, grabbing at his knee. We've seen a lot of early injuries in today's game for Albuquerque. Up the middle, it's Cadillac Williams on this next Vipers drives. He picks up 4 yards. A quick throw from cross over the middle is incomplete because Seattle sent the blitz. Now on 3rd and 6, we're looking to throw for it here. Cross back to the right side. It's Larry Fitzgerald out at the 43-yard line, making another spectacular grab. Cross looking to throw on 1st down. Might as well go back to Larry Fitzgerald, who picks up yet another 1st down. Definitely one of the best receivers in the league, especially over these last few games. Williams is going to get the carry to the left side here, and he picks up about 2 or 3 yards on the run. We also get an update on Roger Wicks. It's a bit more serious for him. He will be missing the rest of today's game. Here's Nate Rivers running right up the middle. He doesn't get very many carries. He picks up about 4 yards there, though. 3rd and short, we give it to Cadillac Williams, and he's got the 1st down, but he is down again. This time, it looks like he may have injured his back. Another injury for him. Hopefully this one isn't going to be any more serious than the last. So now Frank Gore's back in the game for Albuquerque, picking up 4 yards on 1st down. Cross looking to throw for it on this next play. He's got some time, trying to dump it off to the running back Gore, but the pass is going to be broken up there. Faced with another 3rd down, Cross looking to throw for it, rolling to his right. He's got Fitzgerald, who can't hold on to the pass, as that's Terrence Newman breaking it up. So we're going to bring out John Hall for the 2nd time today, and once again, he splits the uprights. Seattle on offense now. They're going to run the football here. Nope, it's actually going to be a play fake. Leinart fires to the right side. It's Jeremy Shockey out to the 50-yard line. The tight end making a big play there. Out at midfield, Leinart looks to air this one out yet again. Time in the pocket. He's got a man open downfield. It's Glenn Hughes for the Seahawks touchdown. The speedster gets in there, and that is going to put Seattle on top by 1 point now after they put up the extra point. Once again, Randall Slaughter is victimized. Cadillac Williams is back in the game for Albuquerque, although he doesn't get the carry here. There's some nice toe drag swag by Vaughan Lewis, picking up 4 yards. Now Cross throws off his back foot, and Fitzgerald makes a great catch there out at the 40-yard line, getting very much involved in today's game so far. Cross wants to throw for it again. Under some pressure, though. He's flushed to his left. He's going to stop and fire downfield for Charles Phillips, who makes the catch. Some nice improv play there by Orlando Cross, something that he is very good at doing. He's going for it all on this next play. Ward, touchdown! Albuquerque Vipers. Pac-Man Jones on the coverage, but Ward had a half step on him there. Looking to go for 2 now to make this a 7-point game. Cross rolls to his right, throws to the back of the end zone for Lewis, and he's got it. Albuquerque leads by 2 points now, but Seattle's not done with this next half. Leinart pump fakes. Now he's showing off that arm strength downfield. Looking for Hughes again, who makes another big play and another touchdown. If you thought that last touchdown he had was impressive, just look at this next one now. He's tying the game up at halftime for the Seattle Seahawks. A big throw and catch there. Seattle also is going to get the football to start off the third quarter of tonight's game. There's a play made, it was intended for Jeremy Shockey, but good job by this defense breaking it up. Clinton Portis goes up the middle though, and that will make this a third down and short. Shockey in motion to the left, that's where Portis is going to run it, and he's going to pick up just enough to move the chains. Seattle now with a fresh set of downs. Portis is going to get the carry right up the gut, and another 7-yard gain for him. The old man has been running the football pretty nicely so far this season. Another carry here for Clinton Portis. He gets some nice blocking, and that's going to get them into plus territory. Leinart under center now is going to be a drop play for Portis, who hurdles over one defender and makes it a 2nd down and 1 situation now, as we've just had a tough time stopping him today. Might as well give him the football again, and it just continues to work for Seattle. Does this man ever get tired? Apparently so, as he's on the sideline for this next play. Leinart surveying the field, going to the corner of the end zone on this next play, and the pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Butler. No Portis in the game again. Instead, it's going to go to Miles, who I believe is a rookie running back for Seattle. He takes it to the left side for 3 yards. Portis is in the game on 3rd down now. They're going to fake giving it to him over the middle. It's Pickens, the speedy wide receiver, inside of the 15. A fresh set of downs yet again here for Seattle. It's Portis right up the gut, and he is still unstoppable in the ground game. 9.5 yards this time. Portis with another carry, and that's going to set up goal to go now as they're down at the 2. Can Seattle punch this one into the end zone? Finally able to get a stop on him there. He does still pick up 1 yard. 2nd and goal. Leinart wants to throw for it, but he won't get the opportunity to do so. Rocco Elliott brings him down in the backfield, and there was holding on the play, which we will decline. 3rd and goal now. Leinart wants to throw it again. Going to the corner, and a little bit of a miscommunication there between him and Nate Burleson. But they are, of course, in field goal range for Ronnie Hamilton, who will split this tie, and Seattle takes the slim lead. That drive there took up 7 minutes of this third quarter. That's a big chunk of it there, leaving us just 3 minutes to do something in this quarter. Of course, we still have the fourth quarter after it. Here's Kirk Figgins right up the gut, and the rookie's going to pick up what looks to be about 9 yards. Here's some offset I formation. We're going to fake giving it to Williams. There's Lewis making the reception over the middle, putting us into Seattle territory. Out of the eye, it's Williams right up the gut, and his decent day continues so far. It's nice to see him get off the ground without getting injured so far. Here's a toss to him. He's going to hand it back to Jamarcus Ward. Remember, he's got 99 speed, but he's held to just about 3 yards there. If it wasn't for Terrence Newman, that could very well be a house call. On 3rd down, we give it to Williams, but Seattle was all over that as they bring him down in the backfield for a loss. So out comes Hall for a 51-yard field goal, and it is good, and we are all tied up yet again. Seattle looking to break this tie as we are now in the fourth quarter. Portis again with about a 9-yard run. Can we just please stop this man? Here's another carry for him, and I guess the answer to my question is no, as he has yet another first down. He's got to be over 100 yards so far already, if not more. Portis up the gut, about 5 yards there. This is just, they're going to beat us by a million cuts, it looks like. Leinart looking to throw the football now. He's got Shockey, who breaks out a 1 tackle and has a first down. They can run the football, they can throw the football, and they're sticking right with us so far today. Leinart wants to throw for it again. All day in the pocket to throw, and that's a near big play there for the Seahawks, but a big hit causes an incomplete pass. Now on third down, Leinart wants to throw for it over the middle. It's Shockey who can't hang on to that one. That's Jeff Ulbrich who broke up the pass and forces a Seattle punt. Cadillac Williams right up the gut, fighting for every yard he can get, which is about 11 on that carry. Cross looking to throw for it on this next play. Rolling to his right side, arms it to Ron White. The fullback breaks out of a tackle and gets us into plus territory now out at the 45-yard line. Here's Williams bouncing this one to the outside now. Stiff arms one man, tries to cut it back inside. Probably should have kept it to the outside there. He could have had about 2 or 3 more yards. But you know what? I'll take second down in inches. Orlando cross to throw on this next play. He's going to dump this one off to Fitzgerald, who gets tackled out of bounds at the 30. We've been doing pretty nicely, whether it's running or throwing the football so far today. We're going to run it on first down now with Figgins, who picks up 2 yards. Figgins in the ball game once again. We're going to fake giving it to him. Cross moving to his left, directing some traffic downfield. Fitzgerald down at the 6-yard line. It's going to be first and goal, Albuquerque. Here's a run by Williams, and he's not going anywhere there. Doesn't really matter as there was also holding on the play. So a redo of first and goal, but this time from the 15. Cross rolling to his left. He's got Phillips open, who makes the catch, and he's in for the Vipers. Touchdown, and we're going to take the fourth quarter lead. He did a great job losing his defenders, whether it was against other defenders or against the referee setting up a screen there, and we're going to take the 7-point lead with just over 2 minutes left in tonight's game. Does Leinart have a comeback in him? That's a nice start there for Seattle as he finds Nate Burleson over the middle, who gets out to the 44-yard line. Here's a run by Portis. He's going to take this one right up the gut. That's going to set up second down and inches, and they hurry up. Throwing for it on second down. Shockey can't haul that one in. 3rd and inches for Seattle. Leinart once again wants to throw for it. Over the middle, he's got Glenn Hughes. First down yardage and more. Seattle goes up-tempo now. Leinart looking to throw for it. Instead, he goes down, loses the football. Albuquerque jumps on top of it, and we have the first turnover of today's game. And Leinart, who coughed up the football there, looks like he got hurt on that play. All we have to do is pick up a first down and this game is over, and that's exactly what Cadillac Williams is gonna do. A costly fumble results in an Albuquerque victory here. Out in victory formation, we're gonna kneel this one down and walk away with a 7-point victory over the Seattle Seahawks. You put the Seahawks and Vipers on Monday Night Football, and you are bound to have a great game. This was just really back and forth here. One of the better games of the season, I would say, just in terms of just excitement. We've been a little dominant this season in some of our games, so it's nice that, have a little bit of a closer game. I'm going to do some stuff in the offseason to make games a little bit more competitive. But, I'm saving that for the offseason. Right now, it feels like we got a super team. That happens in the NFL sometimes. I'm all about keeping this realistic. And super teams do happen. The Patriots, especially in like 2007, the Rams from a couple years ago, they've kind of felt like a super team. The Chiefs kind of feel like one. But they can't really stick together very long because of the salary cap. And so what I'm probably going to be doing in the offseason is giving my players a little bit more realistic salaries, similar to what Mr. Hurricane is currently doing in his Denver Broncos series, where, he just has a bunch of superstars and he's able to keep them around because the salary cap just really doesn't become an issue in Madden. So essentially what I'm going to do is make it an issue for me, if that makes sense, while still trying to keep it realistic. Looking at some other games this week, here is a shocking defeat. The Buffalo Bills fall to the Michael Vick's Jaguars 37-6. Jacksonville making a late run here after a very bad start to the season, while Buffalo's kind of choking their season away. We had an overtime this week. It was between the Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings, and the Bears win by 3. 2 touchdowns and a pick for the rookie BJ Tubbs, who I think is going to be really good for Minnesota in the future. But today, he didn't play quite well enough to get the victory. Mark Bradley over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown for him. This game was supposed to be a revenge game for Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, as they're both in Arizona now, but instead they only put up 3 points. 300 passing yards and 4 touchdowns for Peyton Manning, while Tom Brady throws 2 passes to his old mates there. Just an absolute dominant game by New England as they look to lock up their division. Some more AFC East action here. Miami continues the winning. That's a 2-game winning streak now as they defeat the New York Jets by 10 points here. Cerise Morris did throw 3 interceptions, but you know what? The Jets are going to do what the Jets are going to do. We played them last week. They should be better than they are, but for whatever reason, they just aren't. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, this has been Jeffrey, reminding you to stay moist.